What's up, Lou?
You entered the black light, exited the mask.
Shells.
You entered the black light, exited the mask. You entered the black light, exited the mask.
Yo, we back again. If you throw it in the towel, then you back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with a childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the mask.
Oh,
You entered the black light, exited the mask. You entered
yeah.
the black
You might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You entered the black light, exited
Give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shed out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt you to remember that I walk with the king of kings inside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, know the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. Yeah, you see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Yeah, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that.
Let's see if some of these fake ass superior cops come on in here. Be decent and earn their respect.
Caribbean.
Motherfuckers think they're supposed to be giving respect with their fake ass ideology.
To do this. I'm just a black man title, yo, give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac.
Some Moroccan sardines.
Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with
Big Pontiac, long time. What's up, beloved? Home Mac, what's happening?
Chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated.
Delusion, what's cracking? What's going on, beloved?
Be very nimble, Jackal, chill, get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack.
Funny, people always talk about research.
No, not the mitral cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit.
People always talking about research. And I'm so tired of Facebook with all the goofy shit I see on there. Bunch of fucking idiots. And what's even more bothering is the older ones who pull up. I'm not gonna say the word. It's a polarity of deafening imbalance, and it's disgusting. And they sit there all with that black shit, and I'm so done with them. It's stupid. We're gonna do some things today. We're gonna use some information, and so the Google masters, they can Google it. Well, I've talked on this stuff from AOL, military, everything. AO1 Koenig used to hate me. Oh, Coca-Cola, coffee, cigarette, Marlboro smoking idiot, Jew. But he couldn't do nothing because I was always right. It wasn't about being right. I was an E3 at the time. No, E4 under Koenig. And Chief Dupree, when he got back to Jeep, He just got scared because he said, stay away from him. The boy he gonna tear you up because you know he can beat you up. And he says, please. Can't you see me and be smiling? One of them nasty, like, oh, looking like a rabbi. So I'm tired of listening to people in liberal states. There's something in the water, the air, or something in the frequency. And many of you are complacent. You're confused and you're just derelicts. And this is where all that knowledge got you. I ain't talking about what you think or believe. What do you really know? I've had enough of it. I can improve some people's history, written in books, that they lean on, wasn't even written by them. Especially when I own the damn books and the research can go back. Only goes back like from its inception, 7-8 years. Read road much? I'm getting tired of it. We're in a time when you see the traitors in your midst, the ones, when they're asked, they'll fold, the cowards. And right now, they all got big mouths. And you see the direction they've changed. Some using the term wabo, this, that, and other. The ones that created that are Sephardic and crypto Jew. Do you know what Sephardic and crypto Jew means? It means that they're not Judeans. And we're not talking about the fake Judean that the fake Jews make you think with their little vows that they're trying to eradicate from all platforms of when they did it around in the 1960s, 50s, and 60s, started adding vows because the Ethiopians, well, around 40s or whatever, wouldn't help them, assist them, or they couldn't decipher the languages that they brought from here over there. So what they did is sick Italy on them, and then we had to send airmen over there to beat back Italy because the Jews couldn't win a fair one, stand up, upright fight with us, and we would whoop their asses and run them and send them fleeing. So they bring the women around and cartel all these people and gather them in these secret little societies and go and find 2 or 3 brothers and make a lie up and burn them and lynch them. Yeah, we're gonna see what you really know.
So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down.
Tolerating motherfuckers because they want to feel good and they want somebody to stroke their ego. I have no ego. I have no feelings nor emotions. And that's for real.
You know what it is.
We're gonna see. Big talkers. Big Google motherfuckers. I can't stand it. So we're going to use Google. I'm not going to use none of the other platforms I have. I've shared a few of them, Brave, this, that, and other. But they're all one and the same. We'll see, won't we?
On the CDs I drop, I won't flip flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first class living, worse than slaves of the earlier.
This has no glyphosate.
Adapted the ways of the slaves.
Except for this shit.
I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage.
And I have glass containers of all kinds. I just didn't feel like, oh, what the hell? I'm not worried about it. We all were together. I could help y'all build an organ. I worked at the Hutchinsons. I actually know how to build one. And we could cleanse our bodies with frequencies. But y'all all know everything. Ego strokers in the world you lived in, which was shit. You have a hard time acclimating to that, right? Your mom was like, you remember working at the Hutchinsons? I was like, damn, Mom. Damn.
It's like we died.
I mean, goddamn. You're only like 16, 15 years older than me. Like, what the hell?
And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide.
I had to try this. Somebody said do it. No, a lot of y'all know I don't smoke to get high. I take it too. A blunt usually lasts me for 5 to 6 days, which is no good after that, unless you got the roaches and you put them in a little. I'm using this one now because it's one that Ganja bought, right? So I got a few of these. I bought a couple more. I kind of like 2 of these. One of them I didn't. This is the guy from that Soundgarden or whatever. Anyway, 22 red. Anyway, I saved all the roaches in this. So this one's to collect all these roaches over here. And I use an actual hemp paper that dynamically goes back to like the 1920s, y'all. Like, for real. around my backwood, because I like my backwood. And my cat is bugging out underneath me, y'all. Did you get it, Papa? Will you read my this is my, leave it alone. All right, play with it. Go ahead, play. Go ahead. Get it, Papa. He's having a ball. Anyway, man, I took 2 pumps last night and I was out like a light. Knee wasn't bothering me. But I was hoping this guy who I actually liked, studied Wayne Chung, he's ex-cop, blah, blah, blah. And I've been noticing lately he has been getting really irrational. And what he's doing is like my good brother who was my crib brother, Al Dorkin, who was an Italian Jew, who I grew up with, mother and all of them. We back and forth, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, drinking from the water hose, playing. He will always be eternally bonded to me. He died in Dominican Republic. I believe that his wife's, she was a greedy bastard. I believe his stepsons murdered him in the pool because he could swim. He was an excellent swimmer, wasn't having a heart attack. It's over, about 8-10 years ago. He had his racist epitaphs and episodes. He was one of the guys the cops helped carry, transport the Stanley Cup, But I know many people like that, even on the dark melanated side, not just the light brown, because Al Dorkin was like low lighter than me. He looked like he was opaque, like not opaque, just like beige. So Italian. But I was the only one able to call him and tell him what you're doing and check him. And he it was a legitimate apology because I says, don't come with look, don't come with no empty apology. I says, I know what you've seen. I know me and him talk all the time. And that can make you look at people like they're animals. And when you're using the term human being, what do you think is going to come from that? You're calling yourself a sea beast. No, you really are. I don't care what you think, you believe, or you friggin' know. That doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm not here to hold a conversation and hold your hand while you're sitting there running through the briar bush, getting stuck with every thorn you can find. And the next person say I look like Phantasm, I'm gonna curse you. That's why I grew to my mustache, even though it looks Chicano or whatever you want to call it. And that's why everybody over here is, ay, que pasa, amigo? Oh man, if you don't get your ass. They all think I'm Mexican. First of all, Mexico is a made-up name, just like Japan, China. We can go on. Papua New Guinea, all made up. All right, post so-called 1600. All of it's made up. Africa, everything. This is not America, mother suckers. I told y'all to look towards Belize or Brazil. Look for a certain state, capital, but none of you do that. You refuse because you think you know everything, and I'm tired of y'all. You don't want to have this conversation, but you're going to have it, and you're going to hear it, or you can sit there, you can take your ass on. Y'all don't even watch the ads when the ads is put up. Y'all are pathetic. Let's get right on into it. We're going to wait 15, 20 minutes like they prescribe because they're the ones messing with everything. I've gotten another, 40 followers? Like, I don't believe in followers. And everything, I've watched the lines, and I've watched how these little fake Jews manipulate things. Not say it because I can. I have a bunch are married in my family, but they were dark. I mean, and they never call themselves Jews. That's the funny thing. And that's a new term. And we're going to get into that. And I hope some Jew come in here with a new founded and secret ideology and narratives so I can smack them upside their head. Because I've had enough of this garbage. First, I wanted to talk about something. I want to paint a picture. We don't have to look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't have to look at Redwood. We don't have to look at none of those places. There's over 57. Don't Call My Dummy No Dummy by Jamil Samseed. There's a map. The book is downstairs. I'm upstairs today because I got to finish watching a certain movie and get back into reading Birthright, which is a pretty good book. I actually started reading it. I was kind of bored because it didn't capture me. And then I read a little further in last night, as you can see, where the page is a little flip. And I spilled my damn. Don't drink a lot of tea because you got to worry about oxalates, okay, people? Not everybody's the same, all right? But this book right here, I don't read everything just for information, but there are dynamically puzzle pieces. How many we can go into what's going on in Ohio, Nebraska, stuff. But what I'm going to talk about is a certain individual. But first, we got to go to what's named after this individual. Then we'll go into him. Oshley County, Kentucky. Y'all know that was a major coal mining town, right? So, Oshley County is a county located in the eastern coalfield region of the U.S. state of Kentucky, as of the 2020 census. 2020 census. And then we'll speak about the Navajo Nation coming to this land, Fort Defiance, the fact that Navajo is not of this land. You are a certain group of cat people utilized in the Wild West show. I actually have the perfect information, and even my Hopi people keep telling me all the time. And it's just funny how this corporation that y'all believe are fancy your government, that's why most police darn good shooters, they don't know law, they don't respect the Constitution, and they move on feelings and emotions, because they can't even make difference while they're going out eating a bunch of garbage. And I don't care if you was one or not. If you can't listen to facts and check yourself at the door, and I ain't telling you to go singing Kumbaya, all right, and hold everybody's hands. I'm saying check yourself at the door. Put all that shit outside and just allow yourself to hear something for a moment. You know, you always talking about adulting when a lot of you ain't adult at all. You never even got the chance to allow yourself to acquiesce that point up to 25 so-called years old and do something worthwhile while you've been in the greater with these lies of history and everything else. Even the economy of racism, the turmoil of it, to see worthless Negroes now call themselves Indians because they belong to a tribe and they want to be federally elected, or they want to start going against the grain because of who they choose to be with. Shut the fuck up and listen. Coalfield region, I'm gonna do quite a bit of that. If you can't handle it, take your little punk ass on. U.S. state of Kentucky as of the 2020 census. The population was 4,051 as of the 2020 census, making it the second least populous county in Kentucky. Oh, we're getting into that Detroit Motor City vibe in the 70s, right? In the 80s. The county seat is Boonville. These words are key if you want to look into, like Boonville, you know what I'm saying? Even the word Kentucky is not the original word. The county was organized on January 23rd, 1843. It seems like everything really takes off around 1840s, doesn't it? Now, they attempt to push some things to 1830. I already debunked some things with writers and hitting them up, emailing them, because, you know, I've done a lot of writing that's always asking, are you the one that did this thesis in 2015, 2005? Did you write this? I said, yes. I'm getting these notifications all the time as if they don't know who the fuck I am, but they know very well. All right, from Clay, Estill, and Breathitt counties, and named for William Oshley, 1782 to 1862. It's funny how they're saying that he was born here. Now, the judge of the Kentucky Court of Appeals and governor of Kentucky, 1844 to 48, mind you, according to the 2010, census reports. Yeah, census is not just about who you are. It's about, like, what's your job, where you've been. It shouldn't be, but that's what it is. But, you know, that's how they're playing it. And we know that played a major part because who created the census thing? Who played a part in that? Didn't Walter Plecker with some goofy Negro try to say, he didn't rewrite nobody? Shut up, I got his book. I can't stand listening to these wayward individuals. Leave people's wives alone, y'all idiots. All right, so they don't start sounding all stupid. Anyway, the judge of the Kentucky Court of Appeals and governor of Kentucky, 1844 to 48, according to the 2010 census reports. Now, Oshley County has the second highest level of child poverty of any county in the United States in terms of income per household. Now, the county is the poorest in the nation. Between 1980 and 2014, the rate of death from cancer in the county increased by 45.6%, the largest such increase of any county in the United States. Now, Oshley County was formed in 1843 from portions of Clay, Breathitt, and Estill counties, and was named from three different damn places. Named for Governor William Oshley. Oshley County was Kentucky's 96 county parts of Oshley County were used to form Jackson County in 1858 and Lee County in 1870. Jackson and Lee, the South will rise. Now, why am I saying this? First of all, a lot of you might not know the history. My thing is, I like the world and this, that, and the other event. I studied, like over here was still a lot of coal being mined. It was the coal mine there was by this corporation, these Zionists. Yeah, that's who it was, all right? Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Vanderbilts. Do I need to go on? I don't want to mention their name and give them no energy, because a lot of y'all don't know their goddamn names, all right? By way of the gray and the white pope of the fake king, now you got this fake goofy Zionist Prince Charles over there. He ain't no prince, he ain't no king or nothing. But you know, y'all been grafted in, so you buy into and believe in the nonsense while they're working hard to eradicate you. When they were done mining all the coal, just like Detroit building all the cars, it wasn't that Detroit couldn't build all the cars. It's because it's all a test to see how they can bring people up and then bring them down. It always has been. They were the same way. They helped in lynchings and murders. Oh, you don't believe me, huh? Okay, do I need to go ahead and read that for you to make you comfortable in your ignorance because you don't want to research it? Well, I could do that if need be. It's right there, and for your Google masters. It's right there. It's right next to it. But we got a few things to go over. Okay, it's right there, right next to it. It's right next to it. See right there? It's right next to it. Wiki peeky. Okay. Ran by a young Jew who don't know the first thing about any of this. But anyway, that's what they do. For you people who have had to deal with these fake ass landlords in these liberal cities, so you already should know that. So anyway, the moment they pay these people crumbs for their hard, arduous work, cave-ins, losing lives, let them feel good, great steaks and potatoes, the corporations packed up bags and left them hanging dry. They didn't know how to cultivate the soil. You got to remember, it's rocky terrain, this, that, and the other. It's not near no water belt where they can have things coming in, so they can stock a whole bunch of crap, maybe some dirty bombs. So it's just, so you see that, and meth. And now they pretty much worse than any inner city. But you don't know that because the media has a job to do based on what these alphabet goofies. I just saw a little punk-fed, souped-up little nigga walk across here this morning. We know everybody here. And you ought to see the people hit me up. Did you see him? I was like, duh. This is how cocky they are. Y'all just don't get it because you're so busy fighting each other because you don't know why you're fighting each other. So let's go on. Let's go over here. Let's get off of that. Just wanted to give you that. This is not the first time they've done that. You've seen them do it in Jersey. You've seen them do it in LA County. You've seen them do it in goddamn Denver. You've seen them do it in Chicago. You've seen them do it in Texas at periods of time between the 60s and 80s in certain communities. You've seen them do it down in South America. I remember when they promised them, yeah, we just want, because, we used to farm cane sugar up here. It wasn't all in the Caribs, you dumbasses. And then all of a sudden, it just went away. So then South America is processing and saying, look, you get this Coca-Cola made, we won't put the high fructose corn syrup. This is how dirty these motherfuckers is. And we're going to get into that in a minute, my little Mexican friends and family. All right? But what did this fake-ass government do when they fake-ass government do? Fucking them up with the same shit. And they was wondering why they was getting fat and all winded and dying of cancer and shit. Yeah, because they was giving y'all the same goddamn Coca-Cola. Now, Secretary of State William Owsley, term of office, March 1835 to February 1836. We're going to show you a discrepancy, but I want you to listen. Party, the Whig. It's not W-I-G like, ease on down, ease on round. Go on, Michael. Go on, Diana. The brother. No. Not no cowardly line and this, that, and 10, blah, blah. No. All right? So the Whig. Now, why did I say that? Significant Owsley served as governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky from 1844 to 1848. During his administration, nearly 20 years before the Civil War, he pardoned Della A. Webster, convicted of abetting the escape of slaves. Let's go over to the Whig Party. Oh, no, there's more about him. Oh, I want to read one more thing. All right, 20 years before the Civil War, he pardoned Della Webster, right? Governing during Governor James T. Moorhead. I don't need nobody to explain what the fuck the Whig is. Just listen to me read. Education, common schools, study law, common schools. It's trade schools. Studied law with Judge John Boyle. Y'all should know who John Boyle is, right? Spouse, Elizabeth Gill. Parents, William and Catherine Ballin Owsley. She think he was born here? Just hold on. Residence, Kentucky, Lincoln County, Boyle County. Occupation, teacher, deputy surveyor, attorney. So you think he was born here, but he's a deputy surveyor. Do you know what the fuck a deputy surveyor is? Hold on, and then we'll get into the Whig Party. So anyway, birthplace, supposedly Virginia. This is what these fake ass Jews do. And then they hide and they put their minions out who are converts or whatever, all before they even became who they are. Coming from the fucking fake ass UK, which they conquered in the latter parts. Okay, that's how they were able to go into Japan and China and all that shit before the so-called fake ass 1600s. So anyway, you have a problem with that? Anyway, Kentucky Bellevue Cemetery, Danville Bound. That's where he buried at. It should be burnt the fuck up and thrown in the goddamn ocean way out there somewhere where the magnetic mountain is. Okay, but other states, the Kentucky House of Representatives offices is held from 1809 all the way up to 1848. Okay, so the Kentucky Court of Appeals had to let a lot of Peckerwoods who were murdering our people on the land, even those you know nothing about. All right, let them off. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky Senate and Kentucky Governor. And the county office he had was deputy sheriff. We already know who the original sheriffs were. I don't even have to go all the way back to all them tabs to show you it was us and the police, which I've showed pictures and everything, and even some of these goddamn police, because it wasn't meant for them to uphold no law. It was meant for them to be lawful and listen to what the fuck we have to say. But you know, the fake Jews changed that. So, history of surveying in the United States. That's what this is all about when you talk about deputy surveyor of the 18 and 1900s. The history of surveying in the United States, including the mapping of large America. We'll use America. Fuck this United States shit. The history of surveying in the Americas included the mapping of large unknown territories and the layout of the District of Columbia. So what the fuck would he have to be one of those for if he was born in Virginia, but over there, supposedly with his parents at a young age? What would he have to be surveying over there, seeing how everything the UK came here for was gold, coal, minerals, right? Obviously, they didn't know the fucking land, the topography like we did. This is Kentucky. Y'all know where Kentucky is at, right? Do I need to put a map up for you? The Whigs were a political party in the parliaments of England, Scotland, Ireland. You know that was after they had defeated the original inhabitants, the tawny, dark-skinned motherfuckers like in Germany, Great Britain, and the United Kingdom. Between the 1680s and the 1850s, what did we learn in Arthur Koestler about the so-called 600s? And all of a sudden, 1,000 years popped up out of no fucking where, and the fucking these new Jews or whatever you want to, Zionists, all of a sudden went in obscurity and hid. And then everything of the land, because they had already gotten all the lands and started fighting, except for this motherfucker here. Yet they had their fake-ass pilgrims here, right? They weren't pilgrims, motherfuckers. And we didn't walk around in goofy clothes, because it wasn't goofy clothes at the time. It was based on Tartary. I know it's hard for some of y'all to accept that because y'all watch so much motherfucking Men in Tights and Robin Hood and everything else, and they painted this grotesque picture of bullshit. So it's hard for you to accept the reality of armor and what it was for, and the fact that it was natural energy. And that's why I put the picture up of that fucking rock with the little plugs in it that they want to deny, and people asking, but why else would anybody hide something? That means that if they showed it, it would probably be dealing with Smithsonian, who they killed, the original French curator and his son or nephew, so they can hide all that information so they can get it out everywhere. Use your fucking heads. It's a Rolodex of information. Don't let shit go on there like you gotta piss on it to be able to see the words. Anyway, the Whigs contested power with their rivals, the Tories. Y'all remember the gangs of New York? And the nativity movement? That's why I hate every time I hear a motherfucker say Native American. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out my face. But really, regardless of this, the Whigs became the liberal party who hijacked and created democracy where there was none. It's not even in our forefathers' writings or anything, even though they took our Constitution and radicalized it, not ratified it, which is one and the fucking same, and then adopted it. When it merged with the Peelites and radicals in the 1850s. Any fucking fake ass Jew got something they want to say? No, I haven't even started. No, I will say fake fucking. No, actually, they're real Jew. That's what they are. My apologies. Some made up shit. All right. Fucking cowards. So a lot of people believe, and this is what they're doing now, because you can't even really put, some of you may be able to find it. A lot of y'all know 25 years ago, if you looked up, and they were telling you all over Nova and Smithsonian and all these fucking history channels, how the Jews started adding vowels. That was when they were first attempting to explain how, you know how they made the language and shit, right? I already did that yesterday, right? And say, well, they had to add vowels. Now what these motherfuckers are saying, biblical Hebrew. And the first thing these motherfuckers do is put this garbage up, that Yiddish fuck shit that has all of them, and they don't want to call them vowels no more. This is how quick they be changing this shit. All right? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Lashon HaBikre, right? I'm not going to start doing speaking the way they do. I hate it. Also called classical Hebrew. There is nothing Hebraic about this garbage, this fucking language. The other thing that's pretty funny, for those who aren't aware, when you want to start thinking about Kingdom of Israel, United Monarchy, first of all, we'll get into that in a minute, okay? Because these motherfuckers tire me because they don't want to get it right. So the language is the Canaanite. Who was Canaan? Isn't that motherfucker from Ham? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But then the motherfuckers tell you who these motherfuckers is, but at the same time lying because that's all the fuck they know how to do. Spoken by the Israelites. A Semitic language spoken by the Israelites. I gotta go to this right off the bat. This is no way around. Because every time I read this Israelite shit, I just get pissed the fuck off, okay? Let me pull it up. Pull it up. I got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about that motherfucking Salvador. We'll get into Salvador Alexander's article later because they're still trying to say Columbus existed, and no, he didn't. Not the way they paint him. Okay? No, he didn't. There he comes up. Okay, it's the spacing. Okay, so I had a different plane up here because the Gnostic shit, but Genesis chapter 35, verse 10. And God said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel. See, and Jacob would be Jacob or Yudah or Utah or Yudah, right? But this is what these motherfuckers. They think everybody's not going to do nothing, study nothing, okay? Nah, I detest these monkeys. Well, that's what the fuck they are, monkeys. Every last one of them. So they say they're Semitic. We've already proved that they're not, right? We ain't got to prove shit else, right? Do we want to talk about Zebah? In the Bible, Zebah and Zalmunna were two Midianite kings or chiefs who were defeated and killed by Gideon in Judges. Right? For all you Bible reading motherfuckers. Now, Zebah, the Hebrew name Zebah, Zubah, or some shit like that, means sacrifice. First of all, that's not a Hebraic word. And it's also been found, and many people, scholars have been doing this over the last 30 years, finding that these fucking Yiddish language that they're trying to say is Hebrew, they've been finding out the mispronunciations and telling you what the original words mean, that they've been doing this or the regular for the last 50 or 60 fucking years. So why would anybody believe a goddamn thing these monkeys say? And when you think about Zamuna, right, the Hebrew name, that's an African name like a motherfucker. But anyway, his name's Samuna. And they get into that goofy ass language that has nothing to do with the truth of it. Even when you go back, let me see if I have it in my pictures, if I can hold it up to you, and if it's there on a download. I don't know if I have it. It might be on my phone. And if it's on my phone, I'll make a post, and that way you guys will have that. Because, yeah, it's on my phone. So I'm not going to pull that up, but I can pull one up over here, okay? Okay. Remember we read this, spoke about this? Yiddish, the historic language of Ashkenazic Jewry in Central and Eastern Europe, is a fusion of Semitic and Germanic components. Now y'all remember that when they conquer land, they go in there first and get all buddy-buddy, marry in, make some brand new babies, make them kind of ignorant. They look a lot different. You know, if you eat the food and drink the water and the air in a certain area you live, you acclimate to it. These short little runt motherfuckers went in there and did that for a little while. And then they started subjugating the original people by having their little monkeys go out, so-and-so raped me, so-and-so this, when they were the ones having sex with little 3-year-old daughters and marrying them and fucking little boys up the booty. I'm not saying this. God damn it, the information is here. Fact check that shit. So anyway, and then they conquer the land from the inside out. And they use their little minions. Sometimes they're converts. They sacrifice them because they're Goyim. They run around calling everybody else Goyim, but they're Goyim too. They sacrifice the shit out of them. Anyway, and this is how stupid they are. If they even had a winkling instead of where they've been conditioned, they would all stop what they're doing right now. But they're too stupid. Anyway, to be practical. So anyway, this is how it was always done. And then the first thing they started doing is painting pictures, painting over mosaics, changing statue heads, busts, creating their own, even making coin that didn't even exist. And that's the coin they come and throw to you and say, oh, here's something from antiquity. And you motherfuckers buy into it because you're not smart enough to go and study them while they're still fucking with the stuff on your TV screens and all. To fuck with you and make your heart weak and fuck around and all the other stuff. But you don't want to listen. They made these weapons to come on you because you've been too motherfucking slothful and lazy. The problem is I'm grateful that they're doing this shit because I know how it ends for these dumb motherfuckers. So some of them would actually say something stupid like this. Well, we might as well see how it's going to end. This is how stupid they are. They were never meant to fucking be. But y'all, you stupid sons of bitches don't get it. So, the Semitic components includes post-classical Hebrew. Doesn't say Paleo. Post-classical, made up shit, Hebrew and Aramaic. Well, ain't Paleo-Hebrew supposed to be the origin of Aramaic in the first fucking place? No, some of you will say, no, not at all. There's no way. Oh, no, I know. No, you don't know shit. Anyway, the Germanic component is derived from High German and medieval spoken German. Yiddish also incorporates elements of Slavic and Romance languages. That means everywhere they went, they took the best of what they took and created a fucking language called Yiddish. It is not Hebrew or Hebraic. And they are not Israel, which is a people, not a fucking place. So what's the difference between ancient Paleo-Hebrew and modern Yiddish, which is not Hebrew, but you know the pale skins because they think that straight hair is, which is, let me help you with something. I'm just not trying to curse you, but it's recessive motherfucking hair. Ain't nothing great about having straight hair, motherfuckers. So stop and stow that shit now. Because I look down on all stupid motherfuckers who don't know no better. So anyway, we have all these different charts, right? Now, a lot of these I did save over here, and I just wanted to see it. Let me see if I can pull up a good one. Okay? Because a lot of you know good damn well, I told you about a friend of mine who was digging in the yard. The motherfuckers built a garage around that shit now, and that was a while ago. And some people saying, they're going, what, Brad? I'm like, yeah, just mind your fucking manners. I ain't gonna tell you no more than that. Just need to know that I don't have to make up shit like everybody fucking else does. You just gotta make up some shit, huh? Just to feel like you're important. You're already important, motherfuckers. I wish you'd act like you was important and carry yourself like you was fucking important instead of carrying yourself like a fucking idiot they made you. So, here you can see the new fake Jew letters. And then you can see the paleo. And then what the fake Jews is telling you what their word means compared to the paleo shit, to which their words don't mean shit. It's the new language they created. Paleo Hebrew didn't go nowhere. They just killed it all so they can exist in their fake world. And they had to kill off everything else. And that's the spell you're under. I don't want to hear about, I'm Mexican. Shut the fuck up. It's not the name of the land or the fucking place. It was utilized to let you know it was an island. But that's not what it's called. Otherwise, if that was the fucking case, I got plenty of these charts. And y'all can Google them, save them your goddamn selves. All right? I've had enough of these stupid motherfuckers. Y'all talk so much hate, no education, no knowledge of anything. And motherfuckers want to support a lie because they get to see something weird. You ain't seen shit yet. Stupid motherfuckers. Just stupid motherfuckers. You can't make this shit up. I don't want to hear nothing about Salvador Hernandez Zarco. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about that motherfucker. Okay? Where is it at? Here we go. Stay up there, man. I got to tab back because there's a lot of information. Is that okay with y'all? It's called live, ain't it? All right. So this motherfucker right here, I'm not saving this fucking Gujar bastard to my goddamn phone. And some of y'all say, but he's Spanish. Shut up with the whitewashing of history, you doofy motherfucker. This is a fake fucking Jew. He is not of original Hebraic, Ishmael, Jacob, Spanish, of Española, as far as Spain go. He is one of the hijackers of New Narrative, and he was the first emperor of fucking Mexico, motherfuckers. Tired of you dumb motherfuckers. The Emperor of Mexico was the head of state and ruler of Mexico on 2 non-consecutive occasions because there was still a lot of regular people who were actually over the land who they had to kill off or send the fuck away further into the graps of everywhere else other than there so they can establish the little Gujar motherfucking Jewish, Sephardic, or crypto or, you know, convert motherfuckers in or establish a new hierarchy which later on will become Catholic, all right? By way of the Vatican and the fake crown of fucking Europe, all right? In the 19th century, with the Mexican Declaration of Independence from Spain in 1821. And that's funny. The Declaration of Independence was created by us. And the UK tried to swab with it, saying, oh, the Constitution originally out of Norway or whatever. They want Sweden, Denmark. When actually it was us. They borrowed it from here. Oh, well, you wouldn't have had the fucking little West Indian Trading Company, all tobacco and cotton, they're going every fucking world on our hemp. Oh, that's right. Y'all think you know every goddamn thing, but it's easy to put together this shit. And it's easy because the information's up here. No, I love my Mexican brothers and sisters. That's what the fuck you want to be called. Some foreign made up shit because you don't know what the real name of that fucking land is down there. It's not South America either. But you want to have a little debate and shit? That's like y'all believing that y'all made the lowrider. Y'all incorporated with 2 Jews, the hydraulic. Niggas from 1856, Jew was around, made the first electric motherfucker because we built the original cars. 2 brothers, mind you. And that's right, you got a problem with that? Now they're trying to say white folks created or have the ownership over hip hop. Where the fuck does y'all's lunacy stop? There were Spanish brothers over there in the Bronx when we was doing breaking and hip hop rapping. They weren't doing the shit. They were emulating it, but they were our brothers. So stop with that bullshit. You motherfuckers, this is what you do. You think you can hide your... That shit is dead. Stop it. Stop listening to those later on niggas. Oh yeah, so-and-so DJ said, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. He likes getting it up the Duke shoot. Fuck out of here. So you know what happened to that emperor, right? They executed that motherfucker. Whew, excuse me. The Emperor Maximilian was also Max-a-fucking-million should tell you a lot about the German, and I should fucking know. Was also shot to death by Jerez's forces that year, although war with the French over Mexico never happened. See, Louisiana stretched all the way over to y'all's fake-ass California, which is actually Carolina, motherfuckers, and North and South Kakalaki is actually the California, which was the Amazon, motherfuckers. That was where the Caliphas actually existed, you dumb motherfuckers. That's on the fake-ass East Coast, which is actually the West Coast. Because this is the East Asia Superior, motherfuckers, in India. Man, y'all don't know shit, and you buy onto everything. That's why they create New World Order, because y'all don't know a goddamn thing. Like I've been telling all 40 fucking years is making up some shit. Y'all can't put shit together. Not a goddamn thing. Don't know a goddamn thing. You think those feelings and emotions? Okay. Pretty good acting, wouldn't you say? Information-wise, though, it's not a game. And I ain't told y'all shit yet. See, this is the funny fucking part. And these motherfuckers would be smart and listen, but they're not. And we need them stuck right there. But y'all better unstick your fucking, glue your fucking monkey asses and stop being like the monkeys. Every last one of you. I don't give a fuck what crayon color, who you think you are. There's no white supremacy, and anything that's less than should explain something to the monkeys who want to emulate something that they've been made to believe was something. Stupid motherfuckers. This is not to come down on them. I marry a Mexican woman in a heartbeat. Don't get it fucked up. I know some fine motherfuckers. I just can't do that Christian shit. And my marriage would be different. I need like 8 of them. That's right. You have to be 80, you motherfuckers. I need your power. You need my strength. This is how the fuck it works. Let's make some badass motherfucking babies. Let's get back in tune with the time. And a lot of them are you then. They just don't fucking know it because they've accepted a new narrative because they think they look good based on what the fucking TV has been Hollywood has broadcasted, you dumb motherfuckers. To me, a lot of you look fucking funny. Some of you niggas too. Well, the dark ones. So don't get it fucking twisted. And a lot of that's got to do with what the fuck you eat and your environment and everything else. Why'd they shoot him? Because, you know, absolute power corrupts. Absolute evident is fine Newton, or as marginalized great, you know, perception will destroy. I got a goofy little fucking female. Y'all know, I ain't gonna say her name. She's talking about the Coney. They can't even tell what the fucking is. I used to patrol of his guardian angel, Coney Island. Neptune Beach parades, the homosexual, all that bullshit. I used to train with Stretch. You know, he passed away some years ago. Probably got the whoop hop. That's how I are in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I trained with Stretch, James Stretch, you know, badass motherfucker for those in the Marshall community. All right. And yeah, it was a brother. Didn't I read him? Didn't I read the Adventures? Goddamn, how many times? And you got these little motherfuckers come along, these little fucking goofy, more black word using dumb motherfuckers. Everybody follows everybody on YouTube like they're YouTube famous. I mean, look, Kali Muscle showing y'all a healthy way to eat. The reverse heart fucked up shit. And a lot of brothers doing that. So he had over 7 million followers on Facebook. Let me tell you what these fake ass Jews did. They demonetized his page. For what? This is how stupid they are. They're not practical. These motherfuckers are, they're little minions they put to do all this shit. They don't know that Kali's not like me. He knows, he says, well, I know I'm part Native American. He's still holding on to the out of Africa shit. He doesn't know that he's probably of the true Yamasee. Choctaw. He just doesn't know. Because it's the color thing. This is where everybody's stuck. and the delusions of Fran Boas and all of those motherfuckers, what they made. We're talking about 1900 shit and 1800 shit. Fuck 1700s. They didn't make that shit then. They was too busy running around trying to cause confliction and confusion in the 7th century, up for the 8th and 9th century, to now what you're in the fucking 10s. Dumb, stubborn motherfuckers. Still celebrating foolish holidays. That's how you got the spell cast on you, and you're still celebrating birthdays, you retarded motherfuckers. I'm surprised at some of you still practicing that bullshit. Now you just want to take everything. Well, I didn't give you everything, did I? The fuck? Like y'all can't make sense. You don't even know how to rationalize and reason in your own fucking heads as if it's a requirement. It's a delusion. It's not just distraction. God damn. When I first said stop wishing me happy birthday, I was on the res, right? No, I was actually in Millville. Actually, it was in New York after I had my back surgery. It was 2005, 2000. I said, please stop doing that shit, man. My great grandma said, don't, because you look like you're looking for your last day. And it made sense to me. Then I started talking to some other old heads. Yeah, we don't celebrate no God. We don't worry about the time and how old we are. When I was working at Thomas Edison's building for them 2 years, the 2 oldest surviving people that were still there who worked the booth who told me all the shit that was going on. And Thomas Edison's a nigga. Now you oughta heard them when they said, y'all ever saw Rome and the family and his pops? He's chocolate and he's always drinking natty. That's how the fuck they sounded. Old engines, both tall than a motherfucker too. In they fucking 900, whatever the fuck they was. All right, I was like 30, whatever the fuck, right? And then I had to go and find the pictures, and I showed you motherfuckers when he had his little curly fro. And I told you, our people have been dying to straighten out here for a long time. But nobody wanted to buy into it. But who was the first beauty parlor? There was nothing like that in England. They destroyed all that in ignorance. Who was it? The sister, you see the first person married in, and then she died, and what they do, they take over the shit. And now you buying, you dumb niggers, you niggeresses. You're buying shit from the motherfuckers that poison you. You're going and getting your nails and feet scrubbed with toxic ass chemicals, thinking you're beautifications. Because you're listening to music that has been copied by the same fake Jew motherfuckers who have pushed the thing because institutionalized. You got a lot of niggas who don't know no better, who are bought into the goddamn prison system to get richer when it's all worthless dollars based on what? The fake Federal Reserve and what Nixon did because of Henry Kissinger, because the fake Jews, Zionist Zog Party bought into us, run your fucking country because you're lazy monkeys and most motherfuckers convert because they have racist dialects and you can't see beyond that like a lot of you Spanish and you worthless dark niggas who think there's some light-skinned, dark-skinned kind of battle. Fuck any more of that information. You ain't ready for this shit. You won't say nothing, you fake ass Jew fucks. You won't say a goddamn thing. Because I really do burn the candle at both ends. You had a chance to make shit right. Bill Carson, y'all know his real name? Timothy what? Somebody came along and putting that shit out there. I told you I didn't like the motherfucker. There's an Emerald Tablet book that's older, you know that, right? For those who believe in that shit. But you didn't want to hear nothing. When I told you about that motherfucker, that goddamn Sarnetta. When I told you about him over a decade ago. You didn't want to hear nothing about that. You niggas think you know everything. Like I told you, this ain't no comp of fucking tissue. Y'all just can't shake it, huh? Y'all come off this bitch, and about the next minute you be talking about Larry Bird and motherfucking Will Chamberlain, you stupid fucks. I should know I had motherfuckers that played in NBA and the NFL and all that shit. I had the chance to be a professional boxer myself. Olympics, all that shit. Even to further my career in acting and movies. But I had a fight, a struggle. I didn't want to accept who the fuck I was. But they want to fuck with something they shouldn't. These stupid motherfuckers, because they suicidal. Good. Trying to read body algorithms in your mind and make you believe this and convince you that. This is how stupid they become. But they haven't even reached the pinnacle of it yet. But look at y'all. Y'all all affected. And you think you're not? Okay. All right. All right. Say hi to the rest of y'all and shit, and I'm gonna get the fuck up off of here and enjoy my fucking day. Got your Ganja, Olmec, Big Pontiac, Hot Sizzle. What's going on, beloved? T. Hans, what's up, Woody? What's happening? Original Lone Wolf, what's going on? Hell no. Yeah, man. Booze, I got you, beloved. Hit him up. Patricia Griffin, Craig R. Interesting. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. It's the way everything's stolen. But I hear what you're saying, beloved. I would advise you to look further into it. But yeah, it's good shit, Craig. Patricia Griffin, Jay Davis, what's going on? Soul Brother, Great Lakes, what's going on in West America? What's going on, beloved? It's good to have. I like to see that too when people throw the information. Are y'all even aware of why Liberia exists? That it actually is not even the name of that partition. A lot of those places aren't. But that's just what they've done. In order to create a new world order, you got to change everything. There's a reason why the fake ass Dutch were there and all the other shit that nobody's been able to figure this stuff out. Like it's always been right there. Lloyd Alexander, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Snoo, hey my baby. If she gets a special one, somebody got a problem with? Okay. Jonathan Wello, hey, what's going on, beloved? Patrick Gable, what's going on, family? What's going on, beloved? Anyway, let me get off of here. I want to keep under an hour. I wanted to say what the fuck I wanted to say. Ain't no fucking fake ass Jew come in and say shit. They saw it. I know some goddamn agents fucking have been looking. I don't give a fuck about that. But there's a plethora more. You want to have a debate? I'm an inventor. Just because I don't share with the Inventec that had the little Irish Jew still two of my inventions, you couldn't get me to invent shit and share it with none of those bitches. None of them. That's all they do is steal. That's all the fuck they do. And then they want to die and kill and die. They don't get to come back this time. I don't give a fuck what you think or you believe. They don't get to fucking come back, y'all. If they really knew what was going on, all of them would shut the fuck up and stop. All right? That's all I got to say to that. All right? They're too stupid. Trust me on that. It's like the bodybuilders that keep using roids. They're too fucking dumb. The ego and then they're feeling that false feeling. And then when they go, and it's too fucking late. Right now, that's happening to everybody. You see cancers on the rise, right? Well, keep buying and eating all the shit these motherfuckers got. And I'm going to say this one, I'm off. And every food, I've said it before, every food company out there, right? People are talking to me. I don't work at these places. Some people have seen some shit, and before they say something, because they punks and cowards, and they're worried about disappearing or some shit like that, whatever the fuck. Well, they're not the same, so I can dig it. I can see where they're coming from. They've watched people do shit. They watch motherfuckers on little boxes from a truck and step down off the ramp and bring a box in and incorporate it and move it in. They watch motherfuckers walk the vats, and they would have to double take. And then the camera shit would be gone, and these motherfuckers pour shit in the beer vats, all kind of weird shit. And these motherfuckers be gone from the job. The people that came and did it, they be there for like 2 weeks, or whatever the fuck, and then all of a sudden they gone, fired or whatever the fuck. Then you got all this shit going on. Y'all don't get it, because y'all don't want to move together. You don't want to be as one. You motherfuckers are not smart at all. Y'all are not fucking smart. You're You're not being what you're supposed to be. You're still walking around in the fucking illusion because it's the only thing that entertains you. Stop seeking to be fucking entertained and start walking as fucking one, side by side. Okay? I ain't begging you. If you choose not to, whoop the fucking do. Still know how it ends. But you could make a change. There's a reason why I say everybody has a choice. Don't think you're going to take that and use it without knowing the fuck it really means. See y'all later.